Valley of Fire is a beautiful state park, and it's located about an hour outside of Las Vegas. We wander through the park during the daytime, looking for some nice photographic opportunities. In the evening, we settle down to photograph some beautiful caves. We sure hope you enjoyed the day in Valley of Fire. If you do, please subscribe and hit that like button. So now, let's buckle up, get ready, and enjoy the day.
Today we're just planning to do a day trip up to the Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada. It's a short drive from Las Vegas, so with a reasonable start in the morning we can get up there and return on the same day.
Yeah, looking for a lovely day in the park. We're not expecting it to be too busy, so it'll be a nice location to spend the day. We also have some beautiful clouds in the sky today, so there's a good chance that we'll get some lovely cloud cover and maybe some nice color in the sky this evening when we do some landscape photography.
Yes, we've been to the Valley of Fire State Park several times, and we've seen some of the locations before. Today we might try for something a little more off the beaten path than we normally do.
Yes, we love Valley of Fire. It's one of the most beautiful places in the state, but it's also an exceptionally difficult place to photograph, or at least we find it that way. And although we've been many, many times, it's a real challenge and makes us really have to think about every shot. So it should actually be a lot of fun. We oddly enough, we're having to work hard at it is fun for us. So it should be a good time.
Yeah. The park is beautiful. It's might have some spring wildflowers showing up right now, and it's just the complication that there's so much out there. You have to try and simplify the image so that it's not too cluttered and overwhelming.
The other thing that Valley of Fire has that people don't realize is there are many, many, many arches and caves and small cuts in the rocks, and quite often really interesting colored rocks, both the red and green, kind of glare in the composition. So it can be a really interesting spot to photograph from that point of view as well. And even if it sort of gets more cloudy in the afternoon, it gets a little bit overcast, photographing those caves and arches can be a lot of fun.
So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll try and show you some of the highlights.
So we're doing a little reconnoitering in the park today, and this is, I think, called Silica Dome, and it may be one of the spots that we pick for sunset tonight. Again, it really depends on how we think the sun is going to set. It's a beautiful location, though. Absolutely gorgeous up here. As it turns out, we did not stay for an evening landscape photography session. However, we will be back in the future. In the meantime, we did go for a lovely walk, and we did get some lovely photographs of these beautiful structures against a white puffy cloud sky.
Well, we're all geared up, heading out for a little bit of landscape photography at sunset and see how we do. Lots of clouds, so it could be overcast or it could be wonderful. Shawn and I are checking out some little caves, seeing if there's some good compositions with reflected light. So I'm working on this composition with a couple little crevices behind me. They're quite small, and what I need to wait for is a little less sunlight, because too much direct sunlight generates too many shadows in here. So there's some clouds on the horizon, and I'm thinking the sun's gonna sink into them a little bit and give us a little bit more even lighting inside the caves. Well, I found Shawn. He's all set up in a corner with both his iPhone set up for video and his Canon camera set up in case he gets some good sunset pictures.
Let's hope. I'm going to be trying a number of shots in here, and it's still a little too bright on the left-hand side, so I'm going to try to just use the 3 openings down on the right-hand side of my photograph here, and see if I can just really focus on just those. The other thing I'm doing is I'm using a really wide angle lens, so I'm shooting at 16 millimeters, and this is quite a bit wider than we would normally shoot. So we're going to try the first shot here. So at this point I'm waiting for the light to come in over the mountain. And in the meantime, I'm kind of hunkered down in the cave because I don't want to have to clean up the floor again in order to get out and then get back in again. So it's going to be a little while and a little bit of a wait. I'm just going to have to be patient. So we've just started to get a little side lighting on the mountain and some nice, interesting looking clouds. So I'm going to take a series of photographs here. I'm basically having to bracket because there's so much change in brightness from inside the cave to outside. So see how that works out.
So, Shawn, how did things work out for you?
Well, a little disappointing tonight. I was banking on a good color sky tonight, and all we got was a little bit of drama, and that was about it.
Yeah, I don't even think it was drama, but we had a nice afternoon. It's not too cold out here, so we're just packing up after sunset.
Yeah, it's really lovely. And as I said to Cream when we were driving out here today, the bar for a good day was simply getting out of the house and getting some fresh air. So I guess we've accomplished our minimum goals for the day.
Plus, we got some exercise.
And we got lots of exercise today, yes. Crawling around these rocks is hard work.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. It's getting dark. We're packing up. See you soon.
Goodbye for now. See you soon. We sure hope you enjoyed our trip to Valley of Fire. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. If you would like to be notified of future videos, hit that notification button. We look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.